Real work?
Well, our vision is to create a trail that will celebrate Kingston's heritage other than John A. Our Aboriginal heritage, our natural heritage, our industrial heritage, our French and British heritage, and our totally glorious waterfront that we have here that is unappreciated because people don't come here very much, and it's a gorgeous part of Kingston. My husband and I moved from the country down to Frontenac Village, and out of our window we look into the harbor, and past the marina is this trail, and we were drawn to it, and we decided to go out and walk, and the more we walked, the more excited we became, and we thought, this is amazing, and there's no trail here. And I think we're really lucky because it was an industrial part of town, and so it was neglected for many, many years, and there aren't high-rises on it. So now is the time to really start this amazing cycling and water and pedestrian pathway all along the waterfront up to Kingston Mills. Along this industrial section of the trail, and particularly in the marsh area, we would like to involve the Murmur project. And this is a project that started in Kensington Market. And what happens is you look on a tree and you see a picture of a green ear with a telephone number under it. And then when you telephone the number, you will have a story told to you about something that happened in the past, right in that place. So we think that's a wonderful, instead of a museum, much less costly and much more interesting to have these fabulous tales of what happened right on the spot. Wow. So let's walk then through the through Middlecraft Marine, and then we'll come up this way to the woolen mill. Hello, doggy. Yes, our trail will be doggy friendly.
I taught history, so I guess history interests me in particular. And when I was looking at Mary's YouTube of the hike, and they were pointing out various historical places, I thought, oh, that's interesting too. As well as you're enjoying nature, you've got the historical aspects as well. So I was really interested in that.
There's been so much industrial history here, and in fact we've discovered over 30 sites of industrial interest, and the stories that go along with them are sort of amazing. Like at the woolen mill, for example, when the women wanted to initiate a young male who might be coming to work there, evidently they would hold him down and pour oil down his pants. You know, it's sort of hard to believe these rather grim initiations that happened back then. But there are these stories all over the place. So we have the industrial history, we have the French history, we have the Aboriginal history, and the British history, and our natural heritage with this marvelous wildlife that exists in the marsh, and our friends, the ducks and geese in Dougfir Park.
I have been here before with cleanup days, Kingston cleanup days, but not very far in. And I think our entire group got a tremendous impression of the waterfront and what the possibilities of the waterfront. And with Mary Farrar's very enthusiastic explanations, not only about historical sites, but also green sites and various other things, we all got very enthusiastic about this, and this is definitely a thing to do ourselves with children and grandchildren and show them how important it is for the city to get this. We are being blocked in more and more by subdivisions, and if we could really get a 30-kilometer or 40-kilometer or 50-kilometer trail, even going across the Cateraqui River and ending up at the other end, it would be tremendous.
We'll just go up to the mill and I'll stop and see if we can have a look at that.
We don't know anything.
I know there are historical reasons why various sections of the Kingston waterfront haven't been developed, but as I was saying, you know, this section was industrial, And people didn't come down here. It was all sort of polluted land and people selling old junk and stuff like that, and the old railway and the old woolen mill, and everything was just a kind of junky area that nobody wanted to come to. And then the park was created, and we love this park with the geese and the ducks and everything. We find it a beautiful natural respite from the city itself, and would love to celebrate a little bit of the country in the city itself. All it takes is a few light bulbs and the opening up the back of Rideau Crest and letting people come down here and having some events down here in the evening to make it into a place that people would come and feel safe and really enjoy it.
Kingston is getting bigger and bigger. We need more and more people to enjoy the green spaces. The green spaces give people peace and exercise. You can bicycle, you can walk. Unfortunately, you can't swim here at least, but it is fantastic. People can bring their families and it's a great thing.
You know, we travel a lot. We've traveled all over the world, and you look at other people's waterfront and you come back to Kingston and there's so much potential. I mean, just Google websites and find what waterfronts look like in other places. And this place is just so sadly neglected, but we have this amazing opportunity right now in this park, in Dougfleur Park and the Tannery and Bell Park and going further north and on the east side of the Cateraqui River going there. So let's grab it now while we can and not let another fabulous opportunity just go to waste. I'm 70 years old. And my husband and I have given this trail 30 years. We're planning on living to 100 and 103. And so if this trail can be done before that, that would be just totally amazing. We're thrilled that we've gotten as far as we have, working on it for 1.5 years. And that's actually, the thoughts are there that it might even be in the 2012 budget to start it. No, we'd just be thrilled beyond belief.